Here we go again then. We've got through the World Cup and we've got through January. We've got two big games coming up today, Villarreal and Valencia. All the V's. Let's run the intro. All the V's. What a weird thing to say. So let's have a look back over the schedule and you can see exactly what we've been up to. Last time we met, it was a 3-1 away defeat at Espanyol before a 4-2 home defeat to Sevilla. We then had a 5-2 win at home against Osasuna, which was excellent. Then came the World Cup, so we had basically a second pre-season, a few friendlies in there, a 4-0 away win at Amorbieta, I'm going to say, in the Copa del Rey before we got back into La Liga action. We were 2-0 up against Real Sociedad, who penned us back. To be fair, they absolutely battered us. How we scored twice in that game, I'll never know. We then went away to Gimnastic in the Copa del Rey and we blew it, beating 3-2 in that one. That was pretty embarrassing. We didn't really rest people. We played a couple of players, like Aspas played, but overall, we should have beaten them and it was poor in front of less than 4,000 people. Two games followed up in La Liga, 4-1 win at home to Elche before a 2-0 win against Real Valladolid. Rainier scoring was good to see. He's finally got a goal, 2 assists as well. He's looked a lot better. We've moved him into a shadow striker, but we'll talk about the team in a moment. So we've got two games coming up today. Villarreal at home before the away trip to the Mestalla to face Valencia. In terms of the tactics then, probably the biggest change is Rainier going into the shadow striker role, which he has improved in that position. We look at his form, we can see there's been, a couple of assists there, a couple of goals. Certainly starting to look a little bit better, starting to get a little bit out of him, so I'm happy with that. Santi Mina has come on massively. I mean, overall, he's got 10 goals now in 15 league games. We look at his form, recently, ever since we went to Poacher, he's just been a goal machine. It was an interesting window. Around about the last week in December, there was talks of a takeover for Celta where basically they were saying that they were going to get rid of me. It was a little bit stressful. In the end, it didn't come off. They pulled out of the deal probably around about I would say around about the 10th of January, which is when we've made these moves. We've brought in 4 players on loan, so we'll go through them. We've got Alfonso Souza, 22 years of age, on loan from Chelsea. He's just literally back up on the left-hand side. I don't know if he's played yet. He's come on off the bench. Decent little player. Think he'll do okay. He can play left or he can play in the middle, so it gives us just another option, really, if anyone gets injured. Bruno Jordao, again, backup player. He'll do okay, but he literally is just a backup. He probably won't play much. We've brought in Pablo Maffeo at right back. He's star ratings, he's not as good, but I think he's a better right back than what we've got already. I think with it being the captain, realistically, Hugo Mayo is probably going to play over him, but it certainly gives us an option if anybody does get injured. And then finally, Manuel Akanji. I think he's better than what we've got in defence, if I'm being totally honest. He was picking up, he's just coming back from an injury, so he's probably a little bit injury prone. He's just coming back from that 8 months out with damaged cruciate ligament, so we'll give him a few games, get him back playing. I think that he's a good player, so it'll be nice to see him come back. He's got another 3 to 6 weeks out, so no time soon, but we'll see how that goes. Probably the only notable player to leave was Dennis Suarez. He agreed a contract with Guangzhou City over in China, probably on stupid money, 97k per week. They agreed a contract with him for the end of the season. I just asked them for 2.1 million. They said, yeah, go ahead, why not? So we let him go. Never really got a game for us, to be totally honest. Didn't really do anything, so no great shakes there. But that brings us up to today's game. As you can see, Ruben Blanco is back, which is massive for us. It's the usual team. Omer Bayaz is still in central midfield. Fran Beltran is struggling with a little bit of fitness, but we are going to stick him on the bench and maybe bring him on at some point. Pepe is currently out injured 3 to 6 weeks after breaking his ankle in one of the friendlies, so Rodriguez been doing a decent job there, to be fair. He's only young, and I think he's getting a little bit better. But let's dive into this one. A home to Villarreal. See if we can get another 3 points on the board. Apparently it's not the best conditions for football today. I'd be surprised if it's raining in Vigo. Well, apparently. Here's Coquelin. Alcacer. Onto Verdos. Great chance there. Di Maria. Can he pull it back? Gasper. Pulled away by Araujo. Nobody reacting there in the defence. Alcacer again. Good cross in and Araujo gets rid of it. Rodriguez. Great ball to Santimina. Great chance. And Rulli with a good save. He's a good, very, very good goalkeeper. So we'll go in at half-time at 0-0. We'll have to try and G them up a little bit, get them playing. We've gone to a positive just before half-time there. Didn't really make any impact, but let's see how we're doing. 5 shots, 6 shots. Not too bad. We're getting involved. Last chance then. Souza with the corner. Coquelin's header away. And look at the space for Villarreal. Here's Gasper. Di Maria. We've done well to get back. Oh, look at the space. Baena. Jackson in. Good save, Ruben Blanco. Defence has been praised, so that's good, but nothing really going on up front. How long do you think Celta can stay unbeaten? I mean, it's only about 4 games anyway, so probably not long. 5 unbeaten. Right then, 7 days' time. Valencia away. Let's hopefully get some goals in that one. Right there, next up, we have Valencia away against Celta Vigo. I'm going to give Alfonso Souza his first start in the league. Jaden Braff, whilst doing okay, he hasn't really done much. I mean, he's got 6 assists in 16 games, which isn't bad, but I was expecting more from him, if I'm being totally honest. We'll have to see how that goes. Fran Beltran starts on the bench. Nesta Araujo has picked up an injury, so we're going to play Joseph Aidoo in central defence. So let's dive into this one. Could do with some goals today. Hopefully they come for us and not Valencia. Valencia unbeaten in 4 games against Celta Vigo. That's not great news, is it? I mean, they're down in 11th place, but usually they would be the better team. First highlight then, 31 minutes in, we're starting at the back. Here's Renier. Santimina. Decore loses out. Here's Delaney. Coleman's ball, and Ketia's through. Good save for the first one. And free kick given because he was offside. Here's Coleman. Chipped over, and Guedes is completely unmarked at the back post. Valencia taking a 1-0 win. 1-0 win already. I've written us off. Valencia taking a 1-0 lead. Good ball from Coleman. Guedes, easy header. Net goes wild. Fans go wild. Valencia 1, Celta 0. Gaya's ball in. Maxi Gomez headed over the bar. Let's demand more and let's go attacking. See if we can get a reaction out of them. No highlights to talk about in the second half. Celta lose after 5 games undefeated. Indeed. It's 2 games, a 0-0 and a 1-0 defeat with, 2 highlights? That's not great, is it? What we'll do is we'll play the Atletico game as well in 7 days' time and see if we can score a goal. That needs to be the new challenge, really. When you look at that run of games, those 2 results are going to hurt us, I think. We're still at A+. Let's actually have a look at the manager performance. So, very happy with the vision. Matches, they're quite happy. Transfers, they're not too happy about, but realistically, like, what can we do? They're not happy about selling Dennis Suarez. They're not happy about Alfonso Souza. Tactics they're happy with, but they're concerned by the number of goals conceded when playing in this way. Yeah, maybe. But very happy with the unity among the players at the club in the squad category. I think you can look at the matches as well, so this is quite interesting, I find, this screen. We actually got an A rating for a 2-2 draw at Sociedad, which is quite good considering we were 2-0 up. D rating for the 3-2 defeat. B+ for a 4-1 win. B for a 2-0 win. C+ for a 0-0. C for a 1-0 defeat. So the thing is with the team, they're sort of happy with where we are. They're sort of happy with being a mid-table club because they've had 2 seasons where they finished 16th, and obviously we're miles ahead of that. So they're kind of happy with where we are. I don't think they're expecting us to get into Europe, which is kind of good because it takes the pressure off us a little bit. But at the same time, maybe they don't really have the ambition. If you look at the fact that they've got 44 million in the bank, and all season, you know, we've been high, like there's 60 million in August, around about when the season started. Okay, it's gone down a little bit, but it will through the season anyway. I mean, you know, we've got 3.2 million to spend. Like, no one's really interested in taking them on to the next level. It's going to be a tricky ask, really. Right, let's come back in 7 days' time and let's talk about the Atletico game and get into that one. So here we go then. Celta Vigo are home against Atletico Madrid. We're going to make a couple of changes. So first of all, Hugo Mayo is coming back in at right back. Araujo is back from his injury. Why doesn't it show clean sheets? Why have they not sorted that out after, 300 million years of Football Manager? Like, that should be showing clean sheets, but whatever. We're going to bring in Braf, play him on the left. I'm going to go back to Ramdoita. I like the Ramdoita. Rainier stays as the shadow striker. Rodriguez is still on the right. Nicolas Pepe is still injured. Doucouré, Fran Beltran starts. Probably his first start in a long time. So hopefully we can do something in this one. Let's get into it. Like, 2 sides who want to play with the ball. I'm going to go positive and see if we can get a goal. I mean, Atletico have started the better team looking at the stats. But I think positive will do well. Rodriguez corner. Good ball in. Rabiot header out. Here's Braf. Oh, come on. Doucouré. Vinagre. Back to Braf. Good cross. Oh, Black. Good save. Renier. Good header. Rodriguez. Good ball onto Braf. Braf, can he go inside? He looks for the cross. Good tackle from Singo. They're giving a penalty. I don't think that's a penalty. Let's see what VAR says. They've given a penalty. It didn't look one. Santi Mina to take it. Can he put us in front? Yes, he can. Celta Vigo 1, Atletico 0 from a very, very dodgy decision on the penalty. Hugo Mayo to take the throw in. Finds Renier just about. Renier. Rodriguez! And Celta Vigo lead by 2-0. And Rodriguez, he's done well. He's done really well, considering he's right-footed. He doesn't really want to cut inside. He's done really well in that position. And that is a lovely finish. And Celta Vigo lead 2-0 against Atletico. Singo to take. Clear the way. Win that. Come on. Llorente. Rabiot. Here's Koke. On to Mendy. Oh, that isn't good. That is not good. We're going to have to see this again. You can't get beat at your near post by a left back with his right foot. Come off it. Every time you shout something, they just ignore you. Or they get unhappy, or, those shouts need fixing. If I'm 2-1 up in a game and I'm telling them to focus and make sure they don't concede, that shouldn't make them angry. Lamar's cross and Luis Suarez fires into the top bin. Atletico come from 2-0 down. Maybe cautious wasn't the play. He's going all the way. Thomas Lamar. 3-2 Atletico. You just knew it was happening. I just knew it. Ah, dear. Yeah. Should have made changes. Don't like changing it when you're winning. And it was a mistake. Should have brought on a defensive mid. Right then. Tough one. Tough one to take. So we've seen 3 games, 2 defeats and a draw. It's a difficult scenario that we're going through now. We're next one up is home to Barcelona, which is going to be really, really tough. So next time we meet then, I want to move on a little bit. So I'm going to look for the Real Madrid and Levante double in early April. And then we'll have some sort of special in May if there's anything for us to play for. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode. Another tricky one. But, we're still in a good position. We're still 7th in the league. We've still got plenty to play for. Alaves are only 3 points above us. Sevilla 5 points above us. Both of those are catchable. Hopefully, we can get ourselves into Europe this season, which would be absolutely fantastic. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe as well for more content. And until next time, stay safe. See you soon.